So Janata, welcome once again to my channel Puzzle Pandit, and today we are going to do this puzzle named Color Quest. This is Sudoku invariant puzzle, Color Quest, and this is by Fenners. So looks like standard region, some lines there, and one Kropki dot, and some boxes maybe, kind of killer cages. So let's read the rules. So normal 9 by 9 Sudoku rules apply. That means each row, each column, and then each box contains the digit 1 to 9 only once without any repetition. Antiknight, digits of chess knights move apart cannot be the same. Okay, so what does that mean? Is that the cells which are looking at with the knights move cannot be same. So let's say you have 5 here, right? So what are all the cells which are looking at this 5 by the knights move? Which must be all these, right? Yeah, all these cells, right? They cannot be 5 because these are looking at this cell by the knights move, right? So none of these could be 5. None of the blue cells could be 5 because they are looking at this 5 by the knights move. 1, 2, and 1, 2 and half, right? 1, 2 and half, that way. So that's the anti-knight move. Region sum lines, digits must be, the digits must come to the same value for each box a blue line passes through. Both blue lines share the same region sum value. So now let's take a look at this region sum value, region sum line. Before that, let's delete all these colors and this 5 also. I think I have explained it properly. What is the anti-knight? Alright. So what does this mean is that this line, whichever is the region it passes through, right? The sum of the digits in each of these regions should sum to the same. So all these green digits and all these pink digits should sum to the same because it's the same line, and there are only 2 cells in this box and there are 3 cells in this box. So the sum of these green and this pink or purple should be same, and similarly here the sum of this yellow should also be same to that. Sum of this red should also be same to whatever is the sum of this. So yeah, so that's the region sum line, and the same thing here, right? So sum of these two should be same as whatever digit is there. So those are region sum lines. Kropki dot, I see only one Kropki dot here. Digits separated by white dot must be consecutive, not all dots given. So right, so the digits here should be neighbors of each other. So you cannot have 4 here and then you cannot something like 7 because they are not neighbors. So if you have 4 here, this must be either 3 or it could be 5 because only 3 and 5 are neighbors to 4. So that's a Kropki dot. Right, equivalence edges. So this is something new. Every cage with the same letter must share the same digit. Okay. Different but simple, I guess. So all these A cages must have same digit. All these B cages must have same digit, and all these C cages must have same digit. Right. Okay. And now I understand why it is called color quiz, because maybe the author is expecting that we will use the colors for these cells and then solve it. So anyway, I'm going to start now, and if you are watching this video, that means I'm able to solve, and if I can, you can do it. Now, unfortunately, I'm not that good with the colors when it comes to such kind of puzzles, so I'm going to use the letters, and I'm going to enable the letter tool, and I'm making sure that pencil mark is off, right? So so let's just do simple thing. Let's just mark all these as A, all these as B, this is also B, right? There is one B, all these as C. Okay. All right. Now we know that so this and this is same, right? So maybe we can color that. So there some coloring can come into picture. Right. So look at this. These 3, right, is same as these 3, 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 and they all contain the digit ACB. So okay, maybe the other way, let's say call this as B, right? So BAD. Oh, bad. Okay. Okay. So what is this digit? Now this BAD sums to some digit, right? Which we know is here. So this should also be D, right? Because this is also the same sum of this. You cannot have anything here because A plus B plus D must be same as A plus B plus D. It cannot be same as A plus B plus something else. This is BC, right? We also have BC. That means these two also has to be same, right? Let's call it as E, right? Because again, this B plus E and B plus C, this sum should be same as this sum, right? So both this has to be A. And now A plus C must be F. Now these cannot be any of D or F, right? Because A plus C plus D, right? So that means C and B will be same, but you can see here it's not possible, right? See, I mean, let me do that. So let's say if this is B, right? Now that's not possible because see in this sum, again this is same as this sum, right? Because this is the region sum, so this is same as this. Now here A and D is there, right? And here also A and D is there. That means B and C should be same, but that's not possible because we know that B and C are looking at each other. So that cannot be D, and with the same logic we can say that that cannot be E also. So that has to be something different, which is F. That has to be something different, which is F. Right. Now see what is happening here. That's interesting. So we have these three sum, right? One is ABD, right? Here ABD, ABD. The other is BCE, BCE, and the third is ACE, AC. Right. So now we have three different sums using three different digits, right? All these are different from each other, right? A, B, A, C, A, B, C are different, and again D, F is different. Where is F? Yeah, that's not it. That's F, right? A, C, F. And there is only one single digit, and all these are single digit, right? Which is this. So there is only one single digit which has this property where the sum is you have three different possibilities of three digits summing to that number. And what is that number? So let's say 7. 7, there is only one possibility of 3 digits, which is 1 to 4. Right? You cannot have anything having 3 digits summing to 7. What about 8? Now 8 has two possibilities. You can have 1 to 5 or you can have 1, 3, 4. But there are only two possibilities. You cannot have anything else of 3 digits which sum to 8. There is only one number which is 9, which is either 1, 2, 6, right? Or 1, 3, 5 or 2, 3, 4. So there is the only one number which has three possibilities. So this 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. So one of this is 1, 2, 6, one of this is 1, 3, 5, and one of this is 2, 3, 4. So out of these three, we have these three combinations 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. But definitely the sum is 9, and that means that has to be 9. That's 9, and we know that the sum is same, right? It's given somewhere. Both blue lines share the same region sum value. That means that has to be 9. And maybe we can remove this color. All right. Maybe we can remove this. Oh no! Before removing this, I think this is also important. See, look at this sum, right? These numbers 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4. We see that 1, 2, 3 are common here, right? And 4, 5, 6 is occurring once, right? So 1 is coming twice in this combination, 2 is coming twice here, and 3 is coming twice here or here. And see what is happening here. A is coming twice, B is coming twice, C is coming twice, while D, E, F are coming only once. And that clearly means A, B, C, they both are between 1 to 3. So we don't know whether this is which one is 1, which one is 2, which one is 3, but they are 1 to 3, and we can say that these are small numbers, and we can have one color for all those small digits. Now similarly D, E, F, right? So this is what is this called entropy, right? Yeah, this is entropy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, right? So this is entropic length, right? Are different, right? Right. So A, B, C are from the lower entropy. D, E, F, which are 4, 5, 6, has to be from the middle entropy. So D, E, F must be 4, 5, 6, right? We can see that 4, 5, 6, and they are occurring only one. And the other one 7, 8, 9. This is high entropy. So that much we can do definitely. Right. Now what we have to do, right? We have to extend these digits into the other boxes. So where is A here? A is not here, right? This A is not here. A is not here, and A is also not here, right? Because of the night moon. This cell is looking at this. So this has to be A, which is low. Similarly, B is not here. B is not here. B is not here because of this, and B is also not here, right? Both these B are looking at here. So that has to be B, which is low. C also we can do. C is not here. C is not here. C is not here, right? Okay, C is only one of these two. So C has to be one of these two. D is not here and D is not here, right? With the knight's move, this D is looking at both of these, so that has to be D. Now, okay, in this box D is not here and D is also not here, right? Because this digit, if you see, it's looking at both of these. So if D is here, you cannot have D in this box. That's how night moves work most of the time. So D is not here, D is not here, D has to be somewhere here. And that means D has to be here, right? Just by SUDOKU. Because no, why? I'm saying yeah, D is here. And D could be here also, right? Okay. D is not here. Okay. D we don't know where it is here. Why I see that D is here? I don't know. So D is, oh, maybe here. No, D is here. D is not here, and D is not here. So D has to be here, right? Right. So in this box, D has to be here. D is not here. D is not here by this. So D has to be here. Correct. And now D has to be here, right? Just by SUDOKU, because D is here or here. And D is here. So D has to be here, right? Now E is not here. E is not here. E cannot. Oh, E is at 3 places. Okay. Yeah, in this box again, E is limited, right? E is not here because it is looking at this, and both these are looking at DC by 9. So E also has to be here, and that's D pair, and we know that both D are low digits. Sorry, middle entropy. So those get their colors. Now, uh, oh, A here must be here, right? Because A must be here, but that cannot be A because of this. A here also is limited, right? Must be here. Because that cannot be A because of this A. It's looking at all this, right? These two by nice move and this by straight. And A cannot be here. So A is here. And that means A is not here. A is not here. A is not here. Oh, A is not here also because of this. So that's A. That's A. Yes. And now A is one of these, right? Okay. E is one of these, right? Oh, in fact, E has to be here, right? E cannot be here because it's looking at this, and E cannot be here because top nice move. So that has to be. That's yellow. So E has to be now one of these, right? Okay. B is not exceeding, right? Yeah, B is one of these, right? That's only we can see. Well, B cannot be here, B cannot be here. Sorry. Wait, B is not here, B is not here, and B cannot be here. B is one of these. What I'm doing? B is one of these. Okay. See, this middle box is lot empty, right? But I don't think we could do that. E is not here, E is not here. E is at 3 places. Oh, 9. 9 is not here. 9 is not here, and 9 is not here. 9 is one of these. And if 9 is one of it, where is 9 here? That has to be 9. Because 9 is looking at this box is looking at this 9. And now 9 must be one of these, right? Because again, this is looking at 9 by the night. So 9, now, this cannot be small, right? Because all the smalls are 1. So that must be either middle or either high, right? Again, if this is middle, the only possibility is D, right? And if high, it cannot be 9. So it has to be the other 2 digits, right? Let's call them at GH. Now we don't know where G and where H is, but those has to be the high digits. And we are going to use the letter GH for that. Right, now this should sum to 9, right? So this cannot be high, right? Because high minimum is 7 and middle minimum is 4. So I mean, if this is at the minimum, this will be 11. That's not possible. So this has to be middle or low, cannot be high. Now if it is low, it's the only possibility is A, and if it is middle, it could be D or F, right? But D here is not possible, right? See, if this is D, this will be G or H. So this is again middle and high, which is then again minimum 11, right? That's not possible. So that is not D, definitely. D, G, H. All right. Similarly, something can be done here, right? I think it's the same, right? This is middle or high, um, because all the loadings are gone. Now in middle only F is possible. In high, G and H is possible. This is now must be low and middle, because high is not possible. And then for low, the only possibility is C, and for middle, the only possibility is E and F. But again, F is not possible, because if that's F, that will be GH, and that will sum to 11. So we can't have that. So that's C and FGH. Now, okay, in this box, right? That has to be some high digit, right? Because all the low digit A, B, C, and D, E, F are looking at this. So that has to be some high digit, right? So we can give some name to this, right? One of G or H. So let's call this at G. Now look, G is here, so that cannot be G, right? That has to be one of D or H. And both these are BH, right? Now the only remaining digits. So H is not here. H is somewhere here. D, E, B, H. Now, where is G in this box? G is not here, right? And G is not here. G is at 3 places. Okay. D. Oh, can that be D? Let's think about this. If that's D, right? Let's say that's D, then that would be D, right? And that would be H. But H can go only against F. So this will become AH, and this is AD. That's not possible, right? See, if this is D, right? This is AD, and AD will sum to 9, right? Now, if this is D, this is not D, this is D. So now that will become H, right? And it can't be F, right? Because F is small, F is middle, and that's high. That's not possible. So this has to be A, and this will become H. Now look what has happened. AD sums to 9 and AH sums to 9. And we can't have that. That's not possible. Right? Then that will means D and H are same, but we know that it's not same because of this box. BH is different than D. H is different than D. Right? So that means that cannot be D. That's not D. And I can remove all these things. I hope that is explanation is clear. So that's not D. That's D. D is we know low. So now that has to be E. That has to be D. What? So that just remove D from here. Okay. Oh, that gives D here, right? D is not here. D is not here. That's D. So D is not here. D is not here. D could be at 4 places. Wow. So what's that now? That is not A, B, C, D. It could be E, cannot be F, cannot be G. Only H, right? And not 9. So this is E or H, which is middle or high. Now if that's A, E, right? This has to be D, F, which is 4, 5. Because this cannot be AD or AH if that's E. So that means E will be 6, A will be 3. Because that's the only combination right here, which sums to 9. 3 and 6. And then D and F will be 4, 5. Oh, these two, right? These two are only remaining, right? Which has to be now FH. Yeah, that's right. What about these three? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 9 is already there. What about this? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. But that's not A because of this A. That's not D, A, F, G, H. Okay. What about this? BH is not there, right? So that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 9. Come on. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. And 9. Wait just one sec. Okay, so I'm back after around an hour of a break. Right, I think we were here somewhere. So I have reduced this. And we were putting everything, right? AFGH, CGH, CGH, FH, FH, BH, BH. Okay. These three, no, I'm afraid those will be too much. It is A, B, 9D. So the rest of the 5 things, right? GHC, GHCF, GHCF, GHCF. Okay. GHCFH. Okay. GH, no. So that's C, C, F, H. Oh, E is also there, right? No, H is not there. H is here. So C, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. C, E, F, G. Okay. Okay. So what is happening now? Antiknight. Antiknight is not helping much. E, 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 E is here. E is here or here, right? So, nah, that doesn't remove E from here. The FH, the only thing is this cannot be FH, right? So, if that's FD, FD, that's DFD, that's GH, that's fine, right? Yeah, that's GH, that's fine. That will be it. This cannot be FH because this is not possible. So I'm just looking at if there is any combination which gives this FH. So if this is FH, that's A, that's D. If this is FH, that's A, that's D, that's D. So maybe AD is not possible here, or G is not possible. If that's G, that's DFH, right? That's DH. DFH, DH. That has to be A. AH is still possible, right? AH. So that could be G at least. My initial analysis is saying that. What about F? So if that's A, right, that has to be H, isn't it? Because AD is not possible. Because C, AD is not possible because D is not possible here. So, but AE is possible and DF is possible. That's the problem. Oh, this one, right? Look, this FH is looking at both of these, right? So this cannot be H. This cannot be H. Yeah, so H is one of this, isn't it? Now H is not here, but still H will be at 5 places. Ah, come on. Or maybe this one, this dot. So that's high or mid, right? Oh, that's not mid. D. It's looking at both D, F. So that's high one. So that's 9GH. And that one, so that one now must be mid or high, right? Because it is now consecutive to high digit. So there is no way this could be low. And even if this is mid, this has to be 6. So mid, the only possibility is F, right? 9GH. So that's F 9GH. Now, if it turns out that this is F, that would be great. So, wait, something is happening with even F here, right? So, let's say that's F. So, F is not here. F has to be here, right? So now that's not F. That has to be H. That means that is E. But A is not possible, right? Oh, that's fine. This could be FD, right? No. Yeah, F is not possible here. Oh, that's correct. Let's see. F is here. That means F is clearly 6 because 9GH, this is definitely the high digit. The only possibility is 7, 6 here. So F is 6. Right? Now F is not here. F is here. That can't be F. F. That has to be H. That has to be E. So what is possible here? A is not possible here. That has to be F. But F is 6. So this cannot, and this is not small. Right. So nothing is possible here. I mean, this would be possible. If this is F, because of this AE, this is not possible at all. Right. Right. So that's not F. Actually, this is reverse. That's not F. That's 9GH. And that's high. So does that give F or something? So now 8 is one of these, right? Because this is 7, 8, 9. And definitely some even digit should be present there. And the only even digit is 8. But we don't know whether G is 8 or H is 8. H is one of these, right? See, because H cannot be here or here. If H is here, none of this H possible. And if H is here again, none of this H is. That F, no, that FHF is not looking here, right? No. Oh, wait. That is interesting. If that's H, okay, H won't be here, right? Because that H will be looking at here straight away, and these two by nice move. So that can't be H. H has to be here. But where will H be here? H will be here. And now this box will not have H. Is that correct? If H is here, first of all, that will be H, right? Because this is not H. It is looking at nice move. So that will be H. And because of this H, none of this will be H, so H will be here. So in this box, where will it be? Where H will be? It can't be here because H is here, and it can't be here because H is here. And that means this is not H, that's F. That's not H, that's F. Now, facing mark H, right? And that's high. That's H, right? Uh, wow, none of this is H now. A, H, F. Yeah, we can remove F from here. Yeah, now F is not here, right? F has to be here. Uh, that didn't help me, right? F is middle, right? Let us color that way. Now CG9, CG9, CG8. Uh, so now we A is one or two, right? And H is 7 or 8. D, F, G, D, F, G. So H is here, right? H is here. H is one of these. So that's H. That's D. That's F. And both the. Oh, that's not possible, right? This H is not possible. Because if that's H, that's D, right? You do not have AD, right? You have FD. But with DF, both these will be G, isn't it? So that cannot be H. I hope this is clear. If that's H, that would be D, right? Now A cannot be with D, so this has to be FD. But with FD, both these will be G because H we have removed from here. And both these G is not possible. And the DF is not possible here because both these will be G. So that's not H. Now H is only here, right, in this. And if H is this, that means that has to be A because of this. So that's A. That's low and that's high. Now that's A, right, in this box. That's not A, obviously. D is one of these, right? That's D, right? Some pencil mark. D is still one of these. 9GH, 9GH, BH, BH. That has to be 9GH, no F. F9GH. Oh, okay. Now, that can't be H, right? Because now H and A are together. So that's not H. That's A for G, C, or E. So either C or EF, I guess. CG or EF, right? CF is not possible, right? Because see, CF, there has to be A. So this CF is not possible. So this has to be, this is C, this has to be G. Otherwise, this is EF. C. So now what can I do? Oh, G, that's not G, right? G is looking at that. Maybe ABCD or ABCD done? Yeah, that has to be now, right? That's not A. So that has to be B. B, B. Yeah, that has to be B. I see some patient also. That's B and that's 9. Wow. Also, a lot of digits we got because of this. So now 9 is not here. Come on. Oh, 9 is not here. 9 is not here. 9 is one of these, right? So that has to be 8, 9 pair now. God. But I don't know whether it is G or H. I want G. Oh, 9G, H. H is there. So that's not H. Sorry. That's not H. Alright. So H is here, right? So that's B. That's H. H is high. B is low. H is one of these, right? H. Okay. Oh, that's not H, right? That's D. So what are these three now? A. None of 9GH. BDF, right? BDF. Not D. Yeah, DF. And that's not D. Can that be F? Yeah. I think yes. B, that can't be B, right? Because this B is looking at it. Can that be DF? Yeah. Oh, that can be. Oh, so this is B, right? Yeah, that's B, right? Because B is already here. So simple. That's low. That's not B. So that's DFD, right? Clearly, that means that 9 is already here. This has to be GH, which is high. So all the highs are gone here. Oh, these both has to be now middle, right? DF both are middle. That's 9G, right? 9G or G9, whatever you want to call. 9 is looking at that, right? So that's G. That's 9. Okay, that's not 9. That's G. Again, we don't know whether it's G or H. Oh, but that means that is F, right? That's F, which is middle. These are A, B, C something. CG? No. 9C. C9. Okay. Uh, no, nobody's looking at this. Now E is one of this we already seen. Oh, B. Have we done all the B's? Yeah, it looks like we have done all the B's, right? B, 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 B. Only here it is remaining. This has to be right. Yeah, that's B, which is low. What about C now? Oh, none of that C. That was never C because we have already know that C is here. 9E, 9EG. 9 is looking at that, right? So that's not 9. Again, I have pencil mark 9. So, oh, and E is looking at it. So that has to be G now, right? G is high. Oh, none of that G now. C, C, 9, C. Okay. 9, E, E. D. Oh, where is D? D is not here, D is not here, D is not here, right? That is D. So that's F and that's D. D is, we know that is low. F, that's not F. Okay. That's FGH. Yeah, FGH. This series is not resolved, right? C or FG. Either CG or EF. Uh, okay, okay. These four A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 9, H. That's not 9 and that's not 9 because of this. F, G. Oh, none of this is G. Oh, G is not here. Okay. None of this is G, so that has to be here. We are getting G's suddenly. Is that correct? G, G, G is here. G is, yeah, G is still one of three. Oh, no, G is here or here now, right? Yeah. So that can't be G, right? Both these G are looking at this, so that's it. F is low. So now that, oh, that could be C or E. Oh, that could be C or E, right? Yeah, I'm not taking risk with that. But that F removes F from here. So that's GH, GH. Oh, that F is now looking at this. So that's not, oh, but F could be still here. Okay. C, E. These three now, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, C, G, H. Right? That's not G. That's not G. Right? That's G, right? So where is G here? That can't be G. Yeah, because it is on this 9 region. None of that G. So that has to be G. Okay, that G is high. That's H. That H means that G and that's H. Right, now we know that H has to be 8. So at this moment, I think we will know what are all the values, right? We can do that. Go ahead, replace all the H with 8. A with 1, and then accordingly we can even figure out what is this. But what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to complete with all the letters, and then in one shot I'll try to fill out all the values. Just because I enjoy that. So that's not E, right? E is looking at it. That's C or H. C, 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 E, H. Okay. So all we have filled, right? Almost. These three, right? Oh, that's not C now, right? Because of this. So that has to be. That's low. 99. That has to be 9E, right? Because only 9E is remaining here, isn't it? A, B, C, D. Yeah, 9E, but 9 is here, so that has to be, which is middle, and that has to be 9, which is high. That's not 9. What I'm doing, that's not 9. In fact, we can remove this pencil market. C, C, 9, F, H, E. What are these two? A, B, C, F, right? C, F. Okay. Wait, but that can't be C, right? Yeah, C, C. That can't be C. That has to be C. That's C. That's F. That's not C. And these two are now A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 9, H, right? Or H, 9. Anybody looking at this? Any 9 or H? This 9 is looking at this, right? So that has to be H. So that has to be 9. Okay, alright. Both these are high. That's low. That's middle. No, that's not F, right? Come on. That's neither F, C, C, and that's neither H. So that has to be 9, which is high. That can't be 9, right? This is still F, H. Oh, H is looking at that. So that has to be F. That has to be H. H is high. F is middle. Now, what is this? CH, 9, 6. Oh, 9 is looking at that. So that has to be C. That has to be H. That's not H. That has to be 9. Right? What is this? A, B, C, E, F, right? C, C, E, F. Come on. Okay. Oh, none of this is it, right? Because of this. So you can remove this pencil marker. That's D, G. G is one of this, right? So now what is happening? Oh, this one is C, right? Something must be doing something. H is high, C is low, 9 is high. Okay. E is looking at this. See, that's what I said. Something is doing something. That's E. That's low. That's sorry, that's middle. That's low. None of that's C. E, G, E. None of that's E. C, F, G. C, C. That can't be C, right? Because one of these is C. They both are looking at that, so that can't be C. So where is C here now? That has to be C, right? Yeah. That's C. That has to be F, right? Because this is EJ. That's F. That's not F. Let's remove this. In fact, C, C, that has to be F, right? Now, F is middle digit, C is, F is middle, C is low, H is high. Now, what is happening? This is not resolving, right? C, E, C, E, E, G, E, G, C, E, D, G, D, G, D, G. Come on, man. Something should give up something. E, F. Oh, that's F, right? And FC is not possible, right? We have already seen that. Come on. If that's F, that C is not possible, right? Because FC is not 9. You must have FCA to be 9. So that's not C, that's C. Come on. So that's C. Could have done earlier, I guess. That's C, right? That's C. Now, are you still not? That's E. DG. Oh, D is looking at it, right? So that's G. Yeah, that's D. That's E and that's G, and that's how the things are done. Okay, I don't know. I think the author wanted to use color instead of letter, but I use letters, and still I have used colors. So uh, the name is still what you can say respected color quest. So now, yeah, now we know that, right? H is 8 simply, so we can simply replace H with 8. Uh, now this A has to be 1, right? Now if A is 1, um, we know that B and C must be 2 and 3, right? And if this is 2 and 3, E must be 4, right? Because 2, 3, 5, 5 plus 4 is this thing, 9. So now F is 5, right? 5 plus 4. D has to be 6, that's the only way. The remaining middle digit. Now if that's 6, that's 5, 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1, 6. C has to be 3, right? C has to be 3 and now B has to be 2, the remaining. And G has to be 7, the remaining high digit. And that's it. That's the puzzle. Wow, 90 minutes? It take this much time for me? Or maybe because I have paused the videos in between. I don't know. So anyway, that's a good puzzle. Color quest by Fenners. Was there any better way of looking at this? That this could be H or something like that, or was would it have been better if I use colored instead of letter? So anyway, let me know, you guys. I have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will also enjoy this puzzle. And that's it for now. And thank you very much if you have watched the video till here. And we'll meet again.